Hello, this is Lee Lentz, developer of the Secret Prompter, and we're going to be going over the OcenAudio program today. You ready? Here we go. So what we have here is I have Windows Explorer open right now, and you'll see it says SP Recorder. I've already plugged the recorder into the computer, and this is OcenAudio on the right. You might be wondering how I got that. Well, over here in the Secret Prompter, if you'll click SP Recorder, you'll see some files over here. You'll see a window and it says OcenAudio. So you just open that on your computer, download it, and that's how you get it. Alright, and if you're a Mac, you've got a couple options there I've got on the recorder already. And in the record file is where you're going to find your recording that you just got through recording with your Secret Prompter. So just want to show you that. And so we're going to move the track over here to OcenAudio. So we just take it, drag it, left click on the mouse, hold down, let go. There it is. You'll see it over there. Now I'm going to maximize OcenAudio. So you'll see it. This is a typical waveform you'll see. You'll see some little spaces here and there. And when you're recording, if you're going through and you mess up, just pause just for a little bit and don't say anything. It'll create a blank space and then try it again. It works out better if you just don't stop and start it, just keep recording, and then you can always edit it in this program. Now let's look at general preferences. Edit, preferences, right over here. Let me show you sound. I like to have move cursor to playback stop position. I'll show you what that is. So if you're playing a track, and there's a couple different ways you can play the track. You can either hit the play button up here to play it, or you can hit the space bar. We're going to hit the space bar.
Congratulations! You made a great decision investing in yourself with the Secret Prompter.
Alright, hit the space bar again. It stopped it. Notice it stops here. If you have that unchecked, it'll stop back here. Sometimes it'll go real far, and then it'll go back to the beginning. You can't find it. So I like this the best way. And we're going to edit this just like I would if I recorded it. So I'm going to show you something, a couple of things. Up top, this is the volume to your speakers. At the top, this is speaker volume. Here is different ways you can look at. You can plus it to get it bigger, minus it to make it smaller, or you can hit this one right up here in the right hand corner, and it shows you the whole entire track. Now if I want to get right over here and edit the very beginning of this, because it looks like it's a little bit too long, I'm going to highlight it just like that. Generate silence. So under generate silence, and then right here we're going to say 0.5. Hit OK. See how that now is 0.5 seconds. So if I started at the very beginning of my track, hit my space bar on my keyboard. I think it's updating devices. Okay, here we go.
Congratulations! You made a great decision.
So that might be a little bit far there. It's not too bad. I can highlight a little bit of that. So I got 0.2 there, and I can hit my delete button, or right click. I'm going to hit my delete button, and it just eats that space up for me. Now let me try it again.
Congratulations! You made a great decision investing in yourself with the Secret Prompter.
Perfect. So I like that. That would be good. Now this, you can tell right here that's too much space right there. So again, I don't want to highlight it. And you notice up here a shortcut, it says generate, it has an S beside it. Let me show you how we got that. Edit, preferences, key bindings. So I put this in there, scroll all the way down, and you'll see down here somewhere, let's see, let me scroll back up a little bit, right there, silence. I saw it, there it is, silence. So I double click this and I put just S in here. You could put T, you could put whatever you want to. And it's a lowercase s, that when you click off of it, looks like it's a uppercase, but it's a lowercase, and just close it. Now if I want to create some silence right here, like this looks like it's going to be too far. Let's see.
Secret Prompter. In this
So it's too much space, so what we want to do is we want to go right here. See, that is 0.9 seconds. I saw it there. I hit just my S key on my keyboard now, and it brings up the silence. I'm going to have to go up here and say generate silence now. I'm going to put 0.5 and say OK. From 0.5 to 0.6 is a good mark to shoot for on that. I think that's a good idea. It kind of makes it flow really well. Alright, so when I'm editing a track, I look for words that have too much silent space. I change the space between the words to about 0.5 seconds. And I'm also looking for long flat lines. Those are spaces where I have a do-over or I was just recording my script. So I delete those out. So let's listen and see what else we got.
Secret prompter. In this video, we're going to talk about...
Now see, that might be okay. I just want to show you how, again, I'm holding down my left mouse and I'm dragging, creating a little space there and letting go. And then I can hit my delete key. Now watch what happens. See, space goes away. We're kind of watching some of our mistakes. Let's go on over here. Let me show you. You can tell this is one. And this is what I was talking about. If you feel like you made a mistake, just pause and it'll be silent. Try it again. So I was trying to say this word here.
In my opinion.
I said my opinion. Okay, that's good.
In my opinion.
Pretty good.
In my opinion.
I like that one the best. So what I would do, I would start right here. Highlight all this to right there. Okay. Hit my S on my keyboard. See, that's 11 seconds. What we want to do is put 0.5 in. Let's put 0.6 in. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see what it sounds like.
Of this system for yourself. In my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit long right there. I might just take a little bit more out. I highlight, hit delete. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's good there. Let's scroll down. Maybe this is a little bit too long right here. Let's listen.
For yourself. I can't.
Yep, a little bit too long there. So what this does, instead of you having to record on the secret prompter perfectly and get every space and everything exactly, you'd have to record and re-record and re-record and keep doing that. This way, you just record and kind of maybe make an edit while you're reading your lines, and then you come in here and just create it for you exactly the way you want it to. The spacing, if you need stuff a little bit bigger, that's why I like this program so much. So again, right here, this is a little bit, we know it's too long. That's 1 second. That's going to be too long between a word. I'm going to hit my S that we've already programmed, 0.5. Hit OK. Good. And then see if there's anything else. That looks like a little space there. Let me just, what I'm doing again to get that bigger, I am clicking where I want to put it here. I'm rolling I have a little roller on my mouse, getting it bigger, or I could just plus it here to do that. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit S. I'm going to put 0.5 there. All right, very good. And I'm going to take my hand up here and scroll down again a little bit more. If there's another one, I'm going to bring it in where I can do that one. 0.5. Let's see, let me try it again. Here we go. You hit the S first, 0.5. Say OK on that one. There we go. And that will allow it to do what we need to do. There we go. All right. Might have a couple more there, but you're getting the idea. How I'm just going through, listen. You can listen to see if it, and sometimes it might be okay to have a little silence. Let's see.
Step by step.
Step by step.
I wish I had a system like this when I first
got started.
It would have...
See, so it's a little bit much there, and I can practice to see how I'm going to be able to repeat it. All right, there we go. I like that. Now here's another one. We know this one's messed up here. Let's listen to this one.
The countless hours of trial and error.
Okay, let me click here.
My goal is to save you.
Oh, here it is.
My goal is to save you the...
So I redid it. Let's see if I have another one over here. So I saw that. I redid it again. I may have redid it again. Let's see what I got. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's try it right here.
My goal.
See, that's what I want to keep. So I'm coming right here. I'm highlighting all this with my left mouse, with my left finger, left click, hold it down, release it, hit my S key. I'm going to put 0.5 down, hit OK. All right, let's see what it did. Let's see if we're at 0.5. Let's look and see here.
I wish I had a system like this when I
first got started.
It would have saved me so much time and
frustration. A little bit. That's pretty good. You can add more time if you want to. You can. I'm just highlighting and hitting the delete. Okay, it feels good. I'm going to hit the space bar again.
My goal
See, if I had to run all the way over and hit the play button
is to save you
and then pause every time, there'd be more time. So my left finger is pushing
the countless hours of
bar.
trial
There we go.
and error that I went through.
Okay, like that. We're almost finished. Let's see what this is. It looks a little long. Okay, I'm hitting my S, 0.5. Okay. Now we're double checking everything. I'm looking through. I think that looks good. Okay. Come on over here. Now the ending's a little long, so I'm just going to chop this off here, hit delete. There we go. And so we have all that like we wanted. I want to show you now how to increase the gain. In order to do that, you can hit Control A, and that highlights the whole entire thing. If you just highlight one part and you go to increase the gain, it's only going to do that one part. So we know this needs to be higher gain, so we're just going to, you can either, if it was like this, plussed up a whole bunch, what's going to happen, it's only going to highlight that because, see, there's more of it not showing. So you can hit this one button and it makes it full from the beginning of the track all the way to the ending. I'm going to say Control A, that selects everything, so it's all selected. I'm going to go up here to Effects. I'm going to show you a few things here we can do. If you say, you know, it's a little bit slow or a little bit fast, we can do time and pitch right here. Come up here and hit time and pitch. And now it's interesting. I can make it faster or slower. If I want to make it slower, go a little bit higher in time stretch and say apply. Watch what happens this. Okay, let's see what we got.
In this video, we're going to talk about how to connect and use the system.
You can see how much slower that is. Now I can do undo right there if I didn't like that. And when I do effect, time and pitch again, I'll say, well, that was a little bit too slow. I can just go back to the left a little bit and it'll speed it up. If I want, let's say I want to do like about 108, say apply. Now let's listen to it. I'm going to click right there, hit the space bar.
In this video, we're going to talk about how to connect and use the system.
Very good. You may have recorded something and one part is too slow or too fast. You said, well, I was a little too fast there. Well, you can slow it down. You can highlight that one part, go up to effect, time and pitch, and you can slow it down or speed it up. If I want to slow it down, I need to go higher. If I need to speed it up, I want to go shorter. If I go real short, let's say like 70, there's all kind of different ones we could go here. Let's go like, let's do 72, apply. See how short it got? That means it's going to be faster now.
And I can't wait for you to experience the power of this system for yourself.
Now we would never have it that fast. I just want to show you that. I'm going to undo that. Okay, see it got longer, which means it's going to be slower now.
And I can't wait for you to experience the power of this system for yourself.
All right, very good. So next thing, I like everything. We need to amplify it now. So we want to make sure that, yep, we're all the way out. If it was in, you can always go to hit that one button. We know we're the whole thing. We're going to say Control A. There we are. And now we're going to go up to Effect, Amplitude, and Gain. All right, here we go. So that's like 8 dB higher. 0 dB would just be the very same that it is right now. We want to be sure and lock the channels are locked. Everything looks good there. Let's just do 8 and see what happens. Apply. All right, now it looks like it's too much, but I don't think it is. For our purposes, we like it a little bit louder. It's going to be around the 0 or even higher. So let's play it.
And I can't wait for you to experience the power of this system for yourself.
And what's one good thing about it, you can try that, export it, listen to it on the recorder if it is a little bit too loud. I like my recorder to be about the 25 or 26 level. It goes up to 30. So it gives me a little bit extra to go up or down depending on my environment. And I think that's going to work out well, so we'll leave it right there. Now what we want to do is, let's say you want to have different tracks. So you could put all this on one track. I probably would for just, this minute or two, whatever, just demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you how to make, if this was like a 5 or 6, 7, 10-minute presentation here and you got speech you want to do, I would break it down in several different tracks, and this is how you do it. So we're going to go up here, and let's do the things. You can right click and you can create a marker. So watch what we're going to do. We're just going to, so I right click, and then I'm going to take my left finger and left mouse click, and it's created a marker. See that? Marker 1. Just for demonstration purpose, we're just going to leave it at that. You can name it something else for you, and that's good. So we got the marker 1 right there, and then we're going to come over here. Let's say we want another marker right over here. I'm going to right click again, create another marker. Alright. Now if you didn't want that marker exactly right there, you could take right here, left click, and move it to a different location. So this, what will this do for us? The left side of this marker 1 will be the first track. This middle part would be a second track, and the third one would be a third track. You can name these whatever you want to. I just want to show you kind of how we're going to do this over here. So we have it all right there, and then we've got 1, 2, 3. Now we come up to edit, we go up to regions, and we say split audio at marker. So watch what's going to happen. Now we have 3 different tracks. We have part 1, we have marker 1, marker 2. So this is part 1, marker 2. But it's 3 different tracks. So you can download this now. And we're going to go back to our recorder right over here. Record files. There we go. So we're going to say part 1. I'll just show you what we're doing. We're going to have it MP3. There's all different kind of things we could name. We're going to say MP3. Double check MP3. Yep, right there. We'll say save. That's part 1. And we can do 192 bit rate, save. And notice now the download button's gone for number 1. Let's go with this one right here. Part 1, this will be marker 1. We can name this whatever we want to. I'm just showing you for example. Save that. Okay, 192. Saving that one. And the last one, you can rename that again. And I'll show you how the best way to do that in a second. Okay, we're going to save that. Save it right there again. There we go. Alright. So now that's saved. Now let's go back to our, this is our recorder again. And then to get this to show up on a recorder in the correct order, we want to put a 1 beside this one. We want to put this one over here 2, space, over here 3.
And
I played it. There we go. It's trying to play for us. Let's come over here. We're going to say 3 right there. Alright. Now we can delete this one off, or you can save that. I would suggest maybe saving that for whatever reason. If you need to go back and you did edits and this is your main one, we're going to leave it on there for now. If I was doing the presentation, of course I would take that off. But now we're going to show you. We've got 1, 2, 3 in there, and it's on your recorder. So you in essence have, you didn't have to go back and forth. You can also make a copy. My wife, she likes making copies, so you could start off on this one and say copy. So what I would highlight it and say Control C, Control V, and there's a copy of it, and then you could pull that one over to the recorder, edit it, do all the files, so this one's not in danger of messing up. That might have been a better way of doing that. That's what she would tell me. But so that's the copy, and then once you have all these, you just delete. You can either right click there and delete that, or you can just hit your delete button. Now this is all on your recorder, so all your files now, see it says my script. After you're for sure you've got this one saved someplace, you can just delete that. Alright, you're actually working on your recorder, see, SP recorder, and I'm going to minimize that. I will show you, if you do have a PC, you can download the sound organizer. And the sound organizer is really great because you can take the sound organizer, this is showing your scripting right here, and you can protect your file, especially if you had several files here. Now we have our 3 scripts here. Of course it would have the different names, you've named them different things, script 1. Now if I want to protect all these files at one time, I'm highlighting the first one with my shift key down, I'm hitting the third one, all of them are highlighted, I'm going to right click and I'm going to protect everybody. So that means now on my recorder, you can't accidentally record over this, move that file, do anything with it. It's going to stick right there for you. So I like that. And there's another way you can do it, that you can bypass it and not have to use a sound organizer, but there's a lot of other stuff that you can do with this. But it's on the recorder right now, and all the files are locked. Now to unlock them, you'd right click and undo it, and now you can delete those files. But let me show you back over here, just a second. My script, there we go. Over here, we had them all over there, they were locked. The sound organizer only works on a PC, but you can drag and drop your files from a Mac or PC directly onto the recorder. Once the files are on the recorder, you can protect them without going through the sound organizer. So here's a short tutorial on how you do that.
Long press the back home button and use the rewind and forward buttons to navigate to recorded files. Press the play enter button to select. Select the folder where your tracks are located, next select built-in memory. Navigate to the highlighted track you want to protect. Press the option button on the lower right corner of the recorder. Select protect by pressing the play enter button. The words please wait will appear on the display, then the word protected will flash momentarily. When playing a protected track, a lock icon will appear on the lower right corner of the display. This is a handy way to verify that the track is protected. To delete a protected track, first, remove the protection. Follow the same procedure, but select Do Not Protect and press Enter. Let's demonstrate this. Navigate back to the recorded file that we protected. Make sure it is highlighted. Press the option button on the lower right corner of the recorder. Select Do Not Protect by pressing the play enter button. The words Please Wait will appear in the display, then it will flash No Protection. If you would like to delete a track, navigate to it and verify that it is highlighted. Press the Options button at the lower right of the recorder and use the down arrow button to navigate to the Delete a File option in the menu. Press the Play Enter button to delete the file. The track will play, and the display will ask you to confirm that you want to delete the track. Use the up arrow to select Yes, then press the Play Pause button to confirm the file deletion.
Okay, that's all for this video, and I hope you found it helpful. I'll see you in another video.